guys, welcome back to my channel. First viewer, this is your first time, you are most welcome. Kindly subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload new video. This is all about being informed, inspired and motivated simply by Boyonuh. My name is Boyonuh and this is my channel. You are most welcome. Please subscribe, like and leave me a comment. Okay, if you are just joining for the first time, I want to say you are most welcome and stay tuned, watch my video to the end and stay good. Okay guys, today I'm going to talk about how I manage my days of work, that is when I'm not working. Okay, so how I manage my day when I'm not at work, that's what I'm talking about today. And if you are watching my video, you can jot down some points and you can learn from what I'm talking about, so that if it interests you, you can be able, you can to manage your day. If you don't know how and you are not that person that organized very well, that like you don't know where to start from, what to do, what next, this is how I do my thing during the day when I'm not working. First thing, before I go to sleep, to prepare for that day that I'm going to be off, that I'm not going to work, I have everything planned up in my head. Everything that I want to do for that next day, I have it cooked up in my head. It's there in my head. And so when I'm going to bed, I already know what I have to do the next day, the things that I have to do the next day. So what I does, if God woke me up by his grace, when I wake up in the morning, after my prayer, I start to make a list. I get my pen and my paper or my phone. In the phone, you know, they have a note, or your laptop, and then I start to make a note. Jot down points of all the things that I had in my head. I have to plan everything down. I have to organize everything so that I can be able to carry them out accordingly and to be able to have a productive day and to be able to accomplish what I plan to do that day. Sometimes there are some unforeseen circumstances that we can't, or you might not be able to complete a task that you have on your list for that day. But always make sure that you have everything jotted down, so that if anything happens that you're not able to complete that task, it can move forward for the next day. At least you will know that you have done something and that day was fruitful. So let's get straight into it. So when I make those lists, when I list down everything that I want to do, I list it down accordingly, one by one. And I make the most important one, I make a priority according to importance and urgencies. So I prioritize it. I make them first on the list because I know, yeah, this is very important. Even if it's an appointment that I have, I know that this is important. And according to time, I make that a priority. And because it's urgent, you make what is most urgent, most important, you make it a priority. And if that is an urgent matter that you want to tackle that day, you also make it a priority. Make it the first thing on your list. First 1, 2, 3 on your list. And then have a time limit, time frame, time limit to whatever you have to do. Because you know, time is not on our side, and time is of utmost importance. So when you are making your list, know that, yeah, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stay this time to this place, and I'm going to stay this other time at this other place. I'm going to do this. I will take this time to do this, take this other time to do this. Work within time. Have time frame to all of these priorities, all of what you have. Make your list, have time frame to all of them. let there be time that when you get to this one, okay, you know that this is the time you're going to spend. Don't spend over that time because you have something else to do on that list that is important. If you take all of the time on one thing, then you're not going to do what's all you have on your list, or most of the things you have on your list. Sometimes we don't even accomplish all we have on our list, but at least you should be able to do 1/4 of everything, or have almost all of everything that is on your list if you work accordingly and according to time. So always have that time limit to everything that you have on your list. That's what I does. Make everything with time. That is when I'm rushing it. And some things that I notice about myself, if I make a list and then I'm out there carrying out my tasks, and then something else attracts me, if I get distracted from my list and go to do something that I've not put on my list, it can be fruitful for me. It can be rewarding for me. I'm like, once I make that list, I'm supposed to stick to that list. Because if I leave that list, I say, okay, I have this list, but let me go do this thing I'm supposed to do to this place. Let me go do it to this other place. Or let me not do this. Let me go do this. It can't work for me. I know why it always happens to me. Then I can be like, okay, let me go back to my list. The same as if I plan to wear something, I already plan to wear this thing for this day. Then when the day comes, then I'm looking for something else. It can never go well with me. Till I will have to go back to that thing that I plan to wear. So that's how it is. Each time if I divert from my list, whatever I go to do that is off that list, it can never be fruitful for me. So I always like to follow my list if I make a list. Except I don't make a list for that day. I'm like, I'm just going out today, just going to move around and see what I can see or do what I can do. Yeah. Then that way I don't have a list and I'm just going to do run around stuff, things that will attract my attention, things I want to see, window shopping or whatsoever that I want to do, get around and check out stuff like that. Okay. But if it's important, if that day is it's a day that I'm taking very important, that I have lots important things on my list, I make sure I don't get distracted and don't divert from that list. Always keep it focused, keep myself focused on that list. And when I'm out there, another thing, most often, yeah, in America, the distance is very, very long. You like, before you get to one place to another, and it takes time, it takes distance, driving from one point to another. The places are not close by. So if you have some things, what I do is, if I have things that I have to do on my list that are out there, I make sure I do all the driving stuff, all the things I have to do out there, because I don't want to come to my house, do one thing, and then go back out there, do another thing, then come back, go do. So I make sure all the stuff that I have to do that are far away, that I have to drive distance to go and do, I make sure I do everything out there. Because what I like about myself, when I come home to my house, I'm home. I'm not gonna go out there again till the next day. Yes. So once I know I've done everything that I want to do, I'm home. So I make sure I tackle everything out there that I have to do out there, driving stuff. And then when I'm come home, the things that I plan to do home that is on my list, then I can handle it, to do it home, to stay home, take my time, go according to my time and my list, my schedule, and do it. But I don't do, if I have a list and then I put, okay, this one I'm to go this place, and then when I come back, I do this one home, then I go back and do this other one. No. Whatever you have to do out there, put everything in a group. If it's places that you're driving to go, that's why you make a time frame to all of them. You do them. And then when you come home, the ones that you have planned to do home, then you just stay home and do it home while you're home. So, guys, this is how I organize my day when I'm off work, when I'm not working, and I have some utmost important things to do. Appointments, going do business stuff, anything. I make sure I make my list, plan everything, organize everything, prioritize it according to its importance and urgency, set a time frame, time limit to each of them, and make sure the things that I have to do out there, I do everything out there before I come to do the one that I have to do at home. That way I'm organized, I'm at ease, and I can handle everything accordingly. And then by the end of the day, I have made progress and my day can be fruitful and rewarding. So guys, this is just a tip from me of how I manage my day. If it interests you, you like what I've said just now, you can learn something from it and put that into practice also. It will be of great help and utmost important to you for your daily activities. So guys, I want to say thank you for watching my video. This is all I have for you today. Please stay tuned. Always subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you plan your days when you are not at work. Some utmost things that you have to do for that day. Even if you are someone who works from home, let me know how you plan it. This is all about being informed, inspired, and motivated. Thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned, stay safe. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.